Playtime for Peppa and George. This is Peppa and George. Peppa is George's big sister. They share a bedroom and lots of toys. Peppa and George love being brother and sisters. They play fun games together every day. Hee hee, grunt grunt, snore. And they have train track and a car and a ball, soccer ball, and so many pictures. One day, Peppa and George are with Mummy and Daddy Pig in the living room. Mummy Pig has to work on her computer, and Daddy Pig wants to work in the garden. Peppa, George, why don't you two play a game? Asked Daddy Pig. Oh, goody, says Peppa. George and I love to play game. Snore, snore. George likes that idea too. It is a lovely sunny day, so Peppa and George run outside. George, let's jump up and down in muddy puddles, shouts Peppa. Splish, splash, splash, splash. But George does not want to jump in muddy puddles today. He would like to play a different game. Okay, says Peppa. We can play catch instead. Peppa tosses a ball to George, but George does not want to play catch either. George, what would you like to play? Asked Peppa. Wink wink, George has an idea for a new game. Peppa follows George to Mommy and Daddy Pig's bedroom. There's nothing fun to play in here, says Peppa. George shows Peppa a box at the end of the bed. What's this? Asks Peppa. Wow, says Peppa. George, do you want to dress up and pretend to be Mommy and Daddy? Wink wink, George does want to dress up. Good idea, says Peppa. I want to play that game too. Peppa helps George put on Daddy Pig's black hat, coat, and shoes. Now you must pretend to be exactly like Daddy Pig, she says. George thinks for a moment. Snore! He makes a loud noise, just like Daddy Pig. Very good, George, says Peppa. Now it's my turn. Peppa puts on Mummy Pig's fancy dress and hat. Then she puts on the high-heeled shoes. Suddenly, Peppa is very tall. Hee 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 hee. They giggle. Dressing up is very silly. George, what else do I need to look exactly like Mommy? Peppa asks. Snore, snore. George doesn't know. Peppa goes over to Mommy Pig's dresser. Sometimes Peppa watches Mommy Pig sit in front of the mirror and get ready to go out with Daddy Pig. I need makeup, of course, she says. For some powder, Peppa pats the pink powder on her cheeks. Puff, 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 lovely. Now for some lipstick. Peppa draws on a smile using Mommy's shiny red lipstick. How do I look? Snore. George thinks Peppa makes a very pretty Mummy Pig. Come along, Daddy Pig, says Peppa. It's time to go out to work. Peppa and George walk downstairs. They find the real Mommy Pig working on her computer. Hello, Peppa. Hello, George, says Mommy Pig. I beg your pardon, says Peppa. I'm not Peppa. I'm Mommy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig. Oh, I see, says Mommy Pig. Hello, Mommy Pig. Hello, Daddy Pig. George, Peppa whispers. Remember to act exactly like Daddy. Snore, says George. Excuse me, says Peppa. I have a lot of work to do. She picks up Mommy Pig's telephone. Hello? Yes, do this, do that, thank you. Then Peppa taps on the computer keyboard. Tap, tap, tap. Peppa is very good at pretending to be Mommy Pig. All right, goodbye, she says, hanging up the phone. And done. Come on, Daddy Pig, it's time you did some work too. Peppa and George go back outside. They find Daddy Pig digging a hole in the garden. Hello, Peppa and George, says Daddy Pig. I'm not Peppa, I'm Mommy Pig. And this is Daddy Pig, says Peppa. Oh, I see, says Daddy Pig. What are you up to today? We are here to do some work, declares Peppa. George jumps into the hole and begins to dig. He is having fun pretending to work like Daddy Pig. Peppa jumps into the hole to help George dig. Suddenly they hear Mommy Pig calling from the house. Peppa! George! Mommy Pig has brought ice cream for everyone. You must take off those muddy clothes before you eat. Peppa and George she says. Snore, I'm Mommy Pig and this is Daddy Pig, Peppa insists. Are you sure? asks Mommy Pig. That's a shame, because I have Peppa and George's favorite ice cream flavors. But if we can't find them, so... Peppa and George quickly take off the muddy clothes. Here we are, shouts Peppa. We are only pretending to be you and Daddy. Ho ho ho, you really had us fooled, says Daddy Pig. It was George's idea to dress up, says Peppa. Wink, George nods and licking his ice cream. You both did a very good job, says Mommy Pig. Peppa and George love ice cream, and they love pretending to be Mommy and Daddy Pig. But most of all, they love being brother and sister. Slash roar, hee hee hee, I love my ice cream. Hee hee hee. Bye.